Danone, apart from the yogurt, they also have a Danone Communities Fund.
That's right.
What
yes.
is it?
This is a social business fund because Danone went to the shareholders, wrote them a letter that we are going to invest in a company in Bangladesh which will do all these wonderful things to remove malnutrition among the children and so on, but it will not give you any dividend. So if you are interested in investing in this company to do this good work without expecting any dividend, please sign up and tell us how much you want to invest. 98% of the shareholders signed up to invest in that. And it produced 35 million euro.
Wow.
And then the employees of Danone said, you asked the question to the shareholders, you didn't ask us. We would like to join this too. So management sent out a letter to all the employees, same message. If you want to invest, tell us how much you're going to invest. So and almost every single employee participated. And as a result, it produced another 30 million euro. So together it became 65 million euro. So they put it together and created a fund called Danone Communities Fund to go as an investment to any social business anywhere. Today they have 14 such social businesses in different countries and many more are coming. So the board decides a fund, there's a board, there's a decision making, there's a management company. So they're all doing this as an investment in social businesses. It all came from their employees and from the shareholders so that people can come up with beautiful ideas of solving problem in a business way, and then this money can be invested on those kind of enterprises, those kind of investments and so on. So this will be one. Another, also we are talking to the fund managers, hedge funds manager, sovereign fund managers, to ask them, to ask their investors to see if a part of their investment money, 1%, 5%, 2%, whatever that, they would like to put in a social business fund, and tell them this will not give you any money, no dividend, but you can take back your money whenever you want, but no dividend, because the rest of the money is going to make more money, but this money is going to solve problems. So if they started doing that, many people will, I'm sure, come up just like the shareholders of Danone, investors in all the hedge funds and investment funds, sovereign wealth funds, and so on. They will also like to invest. And then we can create lots of social businesses to address the problems that we have created. With healthcare is an exciting area for social business. Many of the healthcare problems can be resolved very efficiently by creating social businesses instead of having charity hospitals, charity programs which always run out of money and cannot serve. So if some of these things can be converted into social businesses, then you don't have to worry about money at all because it runs as a social business. And we have created such social businesses on healthcare in Bangladesh. We have created a chain of eye care hospitals, each one run by its own income, but nobody takes any dividend. Company makes profit, profit stays with the company, and nobody feels any difficulty in paying for the services they get. So this is a social business. And we have created nursing college as a social business, produce good quality, international quality nurses by doing that. So we are now setting up hospitals, setting up medical college as a social business. So the healthcare is an enormous attractive area for social business initiatives.
You're part of the Global Elders grouping as well. What does this grouping do?
The idea of elders came that the senior citizens who have been at the top of the world in the different roles, after their retirement, they're still available to put their service to wisdom. Why don't we bring them together? That was the initiative. And with the Nelson Mandela, with President Carter, Bishop Tutu, and all those people, and they invited me to join also. So I joined them to look. The idea is they will be looking at the different problems of the world, like healthcare, like the hottest spot where conflict between nations are just simmering. Anytime it can explode. Why can't the elders go and talk to the both sides, cool it down, or even resolve it? So those are the ideas. And I was very active on that. But recently I have resigned because I thought I cannot spend more time on that because it takes a lot of time. So I requested them to release me, and I got out.
What would be your advice to others who work in the development areas?
There are lots of options in development areas. I'm suggesting that in your toolbox for development, you have many tools. Use them as best as you can, but add another new tool. That's a social business tool. See how you can use this tool for many purposes that you are not familiar right now of using that. And you'll see amazing result coming from that. I see it very efficient tool to address the development issues, because most of the development issues we left to the government. The government should solve all these problems. And government doesn't have that ability, because government runs by bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is not innovative. Bureaucracy is a very slow machine. So they lag behind. But the individuals are much more innovative, much more capable, aggressive, and so on, can do that. And they have control over the technology. Government doesn't have much of a technology, but the businesses have a lot of technology. So if you can invite the citizens to participate in solving problems in a business way, that opens up a whole new door. And particularly young people get very excited about it, because they can now have lots of ideas, lots of creative power. They want to do things not in a conventional way. I take a job and I get a car, get a house, and get married, and that's a very traditional thing. But this generation of young people want to break away from that tradition. They want to find meaning of their life, purpose of their life. And this fits very well with that purpose, that you have the creative power, and there's the problem. Why don't you use the creative power and solve the problem in a business way? So along with the charity, along with the profit-making companies, along with the government interventions, this is a new slice, new space. And it's a very exciting space.
What's the global trend that you see among young people? Are they more interested in development issues?
I would say yes, because they are very different kind of young people in the world, unlike the previous generation before. I would say they are the most powerful generation in human history, because this much technology was never at the disposal of such a young age. And when you write something, it can reach out to hundreds of thousands on your Facebook, on the social media and everything else. So that's a tremendous kind of convening power and tremendous kind of interaction and access to information, access to knowledge at a very early age. You know where to get the information and what the latest information. That power, they want to use it for purpose, and they don't know how to do that. So I'm giving them an option. Here is a case. You come with a creative idea to solve the problems, and start very small, and gradually, if you can do that, then you can change the whole world. All it needs is a tiny little idea to solve a tiny little piece of a big problem. Once you have done that, whole problem of the world is solved. So you can literally change the world. Every one of that young person can change the world. And the question is, are we addressing that issue for them so that they become aware of the power they have? If you are not aware that you have the power, you'll never use it. So you have to become aware of the power, and then you know what are the uses for that, and you have to choose which way you want to use that power.
You're 72 this year, right?
That's
Dr.
right,
Yunus?
yes, very soon.
Very soon. Where did you get all your energy from? You look very energetic and passionate about what you talk about.
Well, I see the energy in people. They get excited and participate in what we do. And also when you see things happen, make people excited to get things done, and that excites you. That brings a lot of happiness. Seeing things happening, making people's life happy is an extremely happy experience for anybody. Making other people happy is a tremendous source of happiness for anybody. Simply our theories, our practices have never opened that door. We're always told money is the happiness. The more money you make, more happy you get. They forget, they do not include by introducing you that making other people happy is an enormous source of happiness. Once we knew that, we'll all be running after making other people happy to make ourselves happy.
Social businesses are growing in many countries, including Thailand. And this certainly is a very healthy sign, because it means that more people are using their creativity to help solve social problems.